met a friend. In the first year, she did not know anything about this friend in university, but later on, when she was put onto a project, a finance project, she became very close friends with him. He is still her closest friend and gives her a new perspective of life every time, stays very positive. And so according to Rovina, there is no greater blessing than a good friend.
A young male who is chatting away happily with a local woman at a coffee shop in Bulgaria. At the end of the conversation, he asked the woman, "Will you go out with me?" To her offense, the Bulgarian woman looked quite shocked and suddenly started shaking her head up and down. The man was thrilled with joy, but the Bulgarian woman, again stern, just walked right out of the shop. The woman never turned up. And after a bit of researching, the Englishman realized in Bulgaria, a nod meant a yes and a vertical head shake meant a no. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Body language or body gestures has caused a lot of confusion across different cultures and across the globe. Why? Who would know better than the former US President George Washington Bush? In 1992, Bush tried to signal the peace sign to farmers demonstrating against the US subsidies in Australia. However, he gestured with his palms facing inwards, which effectively conveyed to the Australian audience to get out. So you could see a same body gesture could have a different interpretation in different places. What is body gesture? It effectively includes all forms of non-verbal communication. For instance, the tone of my voice, eye movements, facial expressions, how we sit and stand, even the distance we keep among each other while having a personal conversation. But some of us might wonder, why can't we not have uniform body gestures? Well, the answer is simple, and it lies in the fact that each body gesture takes shape from the cultural and historical aspect of our own home country. Take for instance the thumbs up gesture. A newlywed American couple got pulled over by the police. Apparently, they had missed the stop sign on the board. Now the police understood that they were tourists and he cared to let them go until the husband expressed his thanks with a thumbs up sign. To which the police instantly cuffed him up. Well, you would be surprised, in places such as Greece, New Zealand and Italy, the thumbs up sign is equivalent to the middle finger. Whereas the same thumbs up sign represents the number 5 in a country like Japan. So how could one escape from this trouble and bubble of confusing body gestures? The answer is simple. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Before you step foot into another land, first study the body gestures used. For instance, in case you were trying to crack a business deal, let's say in America, try negotiating by establishing direct eye contact with whomever you're talking. Because to Americans, direct eye contact equates to trust. The chances are you might be more convincing and seal the deal faster than you think. However, dear audience, do not try the same in Libya, as constant eye contact between a man and a woman can be impolite. Well, in Japan, one would require much more practice. In Japan, if you want to crack a deal, try to glance periodically into a person's eyes throughout a conversation so as to avoid being offensive. All I can say is, just like a chameleon changes its body color according to its own environment, so should a person adapt to a body gesture according to his or her own present environment. Because incorrect use of body gestures could land you into trouble, just like the newlywed couple from America. However, the right use of body gestures could fetch you success faster than you think, just through simple eye contact. Well, I hope you all are now convinced about using the appropriate body gestures across different parts of the world. Don't forget, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And remember that every body gesture might have different interpretations across different parts of the globe.